Does this look like a guy who's ready to play some video games? Okay, let's go. What up, YouTube? Today's the day. We're playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. I was thankfully invited to come out, play the game for a couple hours. Got a lot of footage to go through here. And long story short, the audio in this is, in this room here, you can see there is music playing. And I brought a GoPro to use as a face cam and to speak into, but all of it was, I can't use copyright music. So here we go. This machine here was actually being used by someone else before me. So I got a new save file. I got my tricks all bound. Our first trick we ever did is an accidental lip trick. Let's go. Claps in chat. Let's go, Andy. Big lip trick. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of talk through my thoughts as we go through this. I'm not going to talk through the whole time. I'm currently in a hotel room. It is 9:40 p.m. and this video is going to be out 11 a.m. tomorrow. So I'd like to have this ready, rendered and uploaded. But yeah, Foundry looks great. Feels good. Looks good. The game is super snappy. It's the THPS 1 and 2 engine, right? So it's exactly what we're familiar with and exactly what you think it's going to feel like, right? I was surprised. My main takeaway from this game is that, I mean, look at it. It's gorgeous and it feels really good. I'm using a Xbox Series controller. I don't know my Xboxes. I think there's like 7 of them now, maybe 8.5 Xboxes, but it's one of those controllers and I don't like them because the face buttons on them are too close together for me and for my playstyle. I love the PS2 and the PS3 controllers because the face buttons are a certain distance away, consistent with each other. Anyway, so Creative Skater was not an option in this build. There are, I think, 8 levels. There's 4 levels from 3 and 4 levels from 4. So I'm just going to kind of narrate along. The audio did not come out good, even if there was no music. Actually, may have been usable, but hey, I was trying to grind the molten bucket from the quarter pipe below, and it didn't work earlier, so I don't know if it was skill issue or if that's not supported in this version. That was kind of a speedrunner strat to be able to do that, so I just grinded it the normal way. Getting all the valves. I did my best to try to get everything in one run, but yeah, we're on default stats, and we're using this controller that I'm not used to at all. Basically, anytime there's a quick movement between ollie, grind, ollie, or rather, ollie, wally, ollie. Anytime you need to do X triangle X very quick is difficult because the buttons are very close. So here we go, run 2. It looks like, if I remember correctly, there's like 4 cache icons per level, and if you hit pause, it'll tell you, did you get the Iron Galaxy nugget? Which is, in 1 and 2, it was the VV nugget, like the collectible VV icon. In this game, it's the IG nugget, as I'm calling it, Iron Galaxy. See the bottom right there? Shows the amount of cash, stats, and Iron Galaxy nugs per level. So we cleared out Foundry. We're going to Canada. So camera is my face cam is blocking out the goals. But yeah, chuck unstuck. And man, it looks good. It feels good. I think for the most part, I had a long chat with a couple of the dudes from Iron Galaxy after this. And I did film it. I asked them a bunch of questions that will definitely be going up in a separate video because this is way more gameplay oriented. Like, I think people are going to want to see this. And I think most people there are going to be cutting up their video into like, 3 or 4 minute bits and putting on YouTube. But I want to give everyone the goods. I just want raw, uncut footage. I'm locked in. It was really loud in this room. And I didn't even bother talking to anyone, really. I just wanted to get through everything. I wanted to see all the content I could. I knew the build was limited, and they were saying that, like, don't get caught on one level. Some people, played Foundry for the entire, like, hour and a half. And so, anyway. But anyway, what I'm trying to say was, the Iron Galaxy dudes I had a chat with afterwards, and you can tell that they cared, which means a lot, because I think VV and Neversoft both cared. They're not trying to just, farm out this this product and just minimum viable product. Like you can tell that there is attention to detail. And like while you and me, if you're watching this video, I have a long list of things that I hope that they address. And to their credit, some of those things and some of the things, you know, that I weren't on the forefront of my mind, they did address. And so we'll get to those later, but Canada, I noticed that the layout of all the letters and the goals were for street skating. However, in LA, we don't get varial kickflip the Arco rails. We get 1 foot Japan, the something tower gap. So there's a little bit of discrepancy there. I'm not sure what kind of format they're going to follow because I didn't play as any other character, but anyway, enjoy the gameplay, and I'll just kind of chime in whenever I think of something to chat about, but I don't want to be a chatterbox of this whole thing. Or, you know, maybe I'll upload another video where I'm not chatting away. Oh yeah, I was switch and have low stats, so getting that stat was a pain. Now the first thing I wanted to do here is try to wall ride the walls. I think that's exactly what I did. Oh, no. Detour. See, there's the Xbox controller. Yeah, you can see me complaining about it. Oh, look, skitch. And so this was confusing to me too, because if I remember correctly, skitching and losing balance on a skitch would just make you let go, not bail you. Okay, here's the walls I want to try and wall ride, because these are all new. New surfaces from the from Tony 3 on PS2. Look, grindable curves. Look, I'm laughing. Riding on curves. Eat your heart out, skate. We got grindable curves. That booth up there, I don't think is a judge's booth, but that's knocked over permanently. There's no level event to knock it over, if you remember from 3 on PS2. Something I didn't do was buying special moves. He only had 3 and I didn't bother changing them. I'm just trying to get through everything as quick as possible. You can see the axe has a nice little VFX on it, so you can see it better as a cache icon. Cache icons weren't in Tony 3, so the designers in this game had to place those. And they placed them on, I remember they placed them on the power line, which I think kind of baits you into where you need to go if you're a new player, which is nice, I think. That trick didn't work to get up to the ground. I think I'm just low stats, so. So yeah, this was part of what I was talking about in LA. Like I tried to heel flip the trailer here, and it didn't give me credit, so I'm like, what is the goal? Oh, and it's like nose grab between the ramps, and I'm like, which one is it? Because I don't remember. It's one of these. All these little bits where it cuts away to another camera, I skip through all of these out of habit, and I'm just in such a rush to get through all the content. So apologies if you wanted to see it, but with the exception of a couple, I don't wait through any of them. There's the gamer ice cream truck. I'm thinking to myself, I really don't want to play through Suburbia again, or another run, or get 5 pumpkins again, so I'm like, oh, please. I'm gonna do this in one combo. Again, which pumpkin is it? Got these already. Oh yeah, it's this one. I gotta figure out how to turn around. That wraparound exit anim is new. That wasn't in 1 and 2. Looks cleaner. Okay, get a load of this. You guys know what's coming? So you know I have to try it. Do I do it first time ever? First try? And I'm like, I do the gap and I look around and I'm like, did anyone see that? Like, is this real? It's a gap. They made it a gap. It's blowing my mind. And I think the developers saw me looking around. Yeah. So here, I'm gonna try and unmute.
See anything in there you like?
You found it, huh?
Yeah. It's first try. I had to pause and look around. I was like, are you sure? Because before it wasn't a gap because we put it in. It was like night at night. Had a few beers and just like, let's just put it in there. No one's gonna be able to do it, but maybe some people will find it. But
We heard the stories.
awesome. Thank you for putting that in.
Yeah,
That's
good
sick,
to meet
dude.
you, man.
Yeah. What's your name?
Kurt.
Kurt?
Yeah.
Mike. Mike, Andy, nice to meet you guys.
Oh.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you guys. Sorry for being so critical, but I care a lot. So it's really awesome so far. I've been able to sort of there's some like discrepancies with like street and vert skaters and their skate letter placements and what goals they get and what they got in Tony 3 and stuff. So that threw me off like a little bit, but otherwise I'm able to smash through a lot of this. So, do you know how much time we have left?
I did like a couple hours. Like you and I think we have something set up at like 3:45. So
Okay. Sweet. Okay, good. So I'm trying to like just crush through as much as I can. But awesome. Cheers, y'all. Thanks.
That was a really cool, just sort of like once in a lifetime interaction there. Retro Maggie is sitting next to me. I've been hanging with her and her partner this past weekend, and like when I got the gap, I was like, look. I'm not sure she knew any of the history, but yeah, I'm thankful that the devs put it in, that they were there to see it. They're like, I was just able to sort of like say thanks for putting it in. It said Andy's secret gap. And that whole back and forth was like, we put it in Thug 2, you mantled the anti-THPS bunker ledge, but we didn't make it a gap because no one's gonna be able to do it. But then when I did it here, it was a gap. So I'm like, do they expect everyone to do it? Like, but then I checked later and it's not in the gap list. So this marks the first Tony Hawk's Pro Skater blue text gap that's not in the gap list. Oh yeah, okay. So that's crazy. But here I'm trying to do a varial kickflip, the Arco rails, as a street skater, but it's not the goal. It is 1 foot Japan, the tower vert transfer or whatever. So I was confused. This is cool. This is... Right? They didn't have to do all that, you know what I mean? It's pretty cool. Let's see if I can get the tape mid-combo, which I've never been able to do, but I don't think I can here because no stats. Get me down from here, please. Somebody. Eh, 1 for 2. Cleaner, better. Trying to make this jump is a little bit more interesting because Arco rails were way less segmented, so it's easier to aim. Oh, check it for the production drop. Doesn't work. I'm not surprised, actually. Anyway, you'll see me try to make that jump later on. I'll point it out again. Taco Bell in LA. Did you catch it? It was there at the beginning of those 3-step things. Oh, the angle's a little different in this version. It's like the geo didn't change, but just like the skater mechanics is just a little different. You have to aim a little bit more to the left. So I think, was that the last 3 map? I think it was. Should be 4. Foundry, Canada, Rio, LA. And then now move on to 4.